Hi, I'm here just to share a little bit about something I realized about looping. So recently I was gardening and my body was sore, which is the trigger for me. And my thoughts are really loud, and I've been processing this situation to which I was very authentic, truthful, compassionate, and loving when talking to these two individuals about behaviors that I'm noticing with them and with other people, and why I chose to move in certain ways or didn't, which is still moving regardless. Everything's movement, everything's in motion. Anyways, here I am gardening, pulling out weeds, and this thought form comes again of what I said, how I said it. And I'd already realized at this point that if I were to turn back time, so to speak, I wouldn't change how I responded. I feel it was a very important conversation to have. It was a behavior that I was noticing that was not okay with me, that I needed to address. Well, a few behaviors. Anyways, but I said it in a loving, kind way, and I was authentic, and I wouldn't change a thing. And here I am hearing these thought forms jabbing at me. Why? And then I was like, why am I engaging with this? I'm like so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. And so I tell this thought form, which is like a cord that I've been feeding for like 10 years, that I hear you're trying to protect me. I hear that you really care about me and want to keep me safe and want me to say it in a different angle, in a different form. And yet I stand in my truth. I stand in what I said, how I moved through it. And it doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what story they're telling or how they're perceiving it, because that's not me. That's not my journey. It's not my responsibility. I can only take responsibility for myself, and I feel really good about how I moved through that situation. And then when I said that, when I told the thought form I loved it, thank you for the protection. Thank you so much for being here. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. I'm not willing to engage in this way anymore. The thought form stopped. Like silence. It was like nothing was there. And I was like, whoa. And then what happened, around 5 minutes later, it came back, but not as strong of a force. And then I hear my soul source, whatever you want to call it, say, okay, now Luna, redirect your energy to something else, because you've already set a very clear, healthy boundary that you're not willing to engage like this anymore. And so it kept coming back and coming back. And each time I redirected to like, oh, hummingbird. Oh, a leaf. Oh, look at the sun. It had less energy. So thought forms are really present with us right now. So if you are dealing with a thought form that is on loop, so to speak, you feel like you're on a hamster wheel, really figure out why it's there. Is it something you wish you would have said differently? Did maybe you come from a place of fear? Did you maybe come from like egotistical approach with some like attitude? Like, what is it that's present with you? And then process that, like be with it, the emotions, the feelings, like whatever's there. And then if after you do that, or realize like, I didn't do anything wrong, like I did nothing wrong, I stood in my truth, I stood in my power, and I was very kind, then set a boundary with it. Say, yeah, no, thank you. I love you so much. You don't get to talk to me like this anymore. You don't get to tell me that and shame me and judge me for how I moved. And even if maybe you didn't move in the most appropriate way that you think, notice the quotes, I'm doing this on purpose because there's really no appropriate or inappropriate way, it just is. But we're here that we label things, we put things in boxes of what should be or shouldn't be. It's all a learning experience. And yet at the same time, if you've chosen that, like, oh, maybe that wasn't as authentic, that's okay too. It's okay. That thought form doesn't get to judge you, doesn't get to shame you, doesn't get to tear you down. You deserve love, compassion, and freedom from that thought form. So I'm here to tell you, try this trick. Try it out. Let me know in the comments if this is helpful. It has definitely helped me. Still working on it, to be honest. And yeah, I just want to say that I love you. If you want to hear more content like this, or maybe you want to have Daren and I share something different, more light language, activation, crystalline soul healing, more breathwork tips, or what have you, or something else, let us know in the comments below. And yeah, if you feel called, like, share, comment, and we love you so much. Bye.